if you go back to our childhood dreams, we'll notice that these dreams that we make, they are foundations of our building. And then as we grow, we also grow the same building. We build floor by floor. So you say, when I grow up, I want to do this and this. Those careers that we picked, they are a sense of purpose in a way. Even if you're saying you're working for a person, as long as you're working for yourself, even the person you're working for will see your truth and authenticity and start working on themselves as well. And if they become hostile to you, you can also take yourself there somewhere, because there will always be someone out there who is willing to appreciate your authenticity, because even a company is built on integrity. Integrity is still an aspect of authenticity. And if you get to hire so many pretenders, I guarantee you that it will be that company will become a sand castle in a very, very short time. Someone will just kick it out of the park. See? Because a sand castle is very easy to destroy in just one sweep and it's out, or one something, yeah, just as simple, because foundation is built in truth. And once the truth is perversed, then the building starts collapsing. So if I said in one of the previous videos, in the aspect of giving, if the architect or the people in charge of the building, the foreman, they decided to steal a few bags of cement, and the building is built with less materials even though it looks like it's fully finished, it's bound to fall after some time. And someone did it consciously, and you end up hurting all these people who will inhabit that building after some time. Maybe it may take long, 7 years, 8 years, but all those people that might have been injured or worse off happenings because you wanted to save those few bags. Then you keep saying that such is life. And then you say the world is cruel, when the same thing is, same mirror is reflected back at you. Because if you have been inauthentic all your life, you will actually be shown inauthenticity in its real sense. And the shadows that you keep building, you'll be shown as your own final boss. So you're out here taking out people because you think they are weak. Then you realize these same people you think they are weak, they are really the wrong ones to F with. They were the wrong ones to F with. So, because those that look weak, they present themselves as such because they know their inner strength. They have accepted their shadows and they know what their shadows are capable of doing for themselves. So the fear that they used to have no longer haunts them. That person who was to be chased by a storm decided they're no longer running away from the storm. The storm decided to embrace them. So they inside that storm, not consumed by the storm, but they are in the eye of the storm. So that's the safest part of the storm. And in that safeness, they are able to bring their inner child, and they live life in kindness, in love, and in truth of self. And you really you wanna mess with these people because they look, their faces are too bright too, and they look happy. That's how heaven looks like. You see, you're told heaven is like a child. Happy, innocent, gullible, vulnerable. But once you try to put your hands on them children, See all these archangels that are looking, they have been polite to you, they'll become your worst archdemons. Because all these archangels are still archdemons. So there's, like I said, there's just one coin with two sides. Michael is Samael on the other side, bringing you all this distraction. And then it's love on the other side. If you are showing love to yourself. If you are showing hate, then you get Samael. See? Because we used to say the left throne, that the throne on the left side of God is empty. It's no longer empty. Someone else sits on it. And that someone is that being used to call the fallen. Is no longer fallen. Fallen are those people who are refusing to face their shadows. Lucifer is back on his throne. Michael sits also in his throne on the right side. And the Most High sits at the center. And that Most High is you. And if you decide to avoid your shadows, then your shadows become your Most High. And they will show you how high. They will be willing to drag you through those shadows in order for you to work on yourself. All these PDF fights are in serious trouble, and they cannot outrun the troubles that they have caused in the world. A child can play for so long, thinking that there are no consequences until the parent returns home. You see? Then you realize you cannot control your parent because your parent knows you inside and out. So you're saying, I refuse judgment because these things were done on me. Well, if you really think those things were devastating on you, why go and do it on others? See, life teaches you things. If a person is willing to become a vampire, they go ahead, and the alpha vampire tells them of the pros and cons of becoming a vampire. Maybe they'll be more bloodthirsty, but they'll have all the super speed, super strength, all this bravado to prove, but they may not be able to walk in light. You go ahead and do it, and then after some time you feel it's so uncomfortable, so you go out there and you start biting more and more people, turning them unwillingly, because you feel you can no longer manage the urge. Then that will be your consequence, because the alpha is going to come back to you, and it'll make you face all those small vampires that you create. Because now all those vampires that you create will also create other vampires. Then they will come after you, because they will say this is the person who created it. The alpha vampire will not be bothered, because he or she already gave you the terms and conditions, and you chose willingly. So now you will be torn apart by these other vampires you created, and they will follow the alpha vampire because they are willing to face their shadows, and very soon they become daylighters. You become a daylighter when you accept your shadows. You merge with your shadows and you become the light that is. Live in your light of truth, in your light of love.